Here are two of the biggest mistakes we make as athletes. Number one, we don't dream big enough. And number two, we're not intentional about winning by not thinking big enough. You know, we set goals to be on varsity or to place in state or to win state one time. You know, an exercise we do in our academy and also discussed at our wrestling camps is simply this. You know, we've been at camp for 4 days now. You know, you might be a part of our 24-day camp or even a 5-day camp. Doesn't really matter. And I'm just like, you get a workout partner that you worked out with on the day 1 or day 2 of camp, and try to beat that wrestler by 10 points. Try to pin him. Try to take him down 5 times in a row. That's the exercise we do in our academy all the time. Okay, we got a 10-minute go on our feet. Try to get 5 takedowns in a row, okay? Or if it's someone who maybe that's probably not going to happen. They're ahead of me. Well, now against this wrestler, my goal is to get 3 takedowns in a row. So if I can I'm being intentional about winning. There's so many great wrestlers who don't know how to win. They're not good at winning, right? So be very intentional. And that's the reason in our training, in our academy, everything is raise your hand if you won. You know, I want to know that there's a winner at the end of everything that we do. It's just very simple because I want my athletes to become very intentional about winning. As far as dreaming big, you know, when I was a wrestler, you know, my dad, I got really into it. You know, obviously, if you're not that into it and you wrestle for fun, you're probably not watching this video, and that's fine too, right? So this is for the kids and athletes who are super into wrestling, or maybe right there on the fence about really being totally into it. I mean, just, you know, my dad's like, you know, your goal has to be a national champ. There's state champs all over the place. Be the national champ, you're number 1, you know? And then it was, once we started doing that, he's like, set your goal to be a world champion, right? You want to be the best in the world. That was my brother and mine goal. Now, I didn't accomplish that, but, you know, I was All-American at Oklahoma State. I'm still an OSU fan, right? Got to wrestle. I was on 3 NCAA championship teams, 1 state a few times, 1 junior nationals a few times, was ranked number 1 in the nation my junior year and senior year in college. You know, lost the junior year due to NCAA sanctions. There's a book written about that, right? The Cowboys Ride Again, I think it is, by Bob Dellinger. So we didn't accomplish all those, but when I set out to start my academy 19 years ago, my wife and I was like, we're quitting, let's move. I hate Dallas, I don't like being a teacher, I don't like being a coach. It's too much BS, I want to do my own thing. Moved back, star for 3 years, now we have probably the biggest academy in the nation, right? And I haven't had a normal job for 20 years. We're starting year number 20 now. But I thought big, right? And I said, I'm going to coach wrestling, and that's going to be my job. And that's what I've done for 20 years. I quit teaching 20 years ago, never looked back. You know, we last November, almost a year, it's September now, so almost a year ago, we opened our 17,000 square foot training center just outside of St. Louis on 10 acres. Right? And I'm not bragging. A lot of people have done way better, but it's not a competition. It's what I wanted, so there you go, you know. But thinking big and dreaming big. And see, I had the benefit of having a dad who always, everything was think big, think big, think big, think big, you know. And that's something we try to instill in our athletes. You need to think huge. Think big. There's a saying right here. Set goals so big that you feel uncomfortable telling small-minded people, right? I've got like quotes and stuff, and you know, even like, you know, just tips and things. But you do want to set goals very big that excite you. See, if I come to practice and I say, okay, where's Sam at? You know, I usually beat him by a takedown, or he beats me by a takedown. Today, I'm taking you down 3 times in a row, or I'm taking you down 5 times in a row. Or I can ride Brock, but I don't know if I've ever turned him. I'm one of the best leg riders there are. Brock, today I'm turning you on your back 3 times. I'm getting 9 points on top. And I don't really say this to my opponents. I might, right? But I'm setting big, massive goals. Some people say set goals so big that they scare you. No, they shouldn't be scared. You get excited, right? Set goals so big that make you excited. So set huge goals. Secondly, be intentional about reaching them, right? We want to be good at winning. I have so many kids that come through our camps that are like, I'm like, what, dude, man, you're amazing. How you do in state? Oh, I've never qualified. How long have you wrestled? 8 years. I'm thinking, how is this? I go, you know what? I have kids who are getting $50,000 college scholarships that can't wrestle like you. You've never qualified for state. You've never placed. See, those wrestlers are good at wrestling, but they're not good at winning. And part of it is because they never have been taught to be intentional about winning. So there's some advice. Take it or leave it. If it makes sense, hit the thumbs up button, share this, copy paste, or hit the little forward arrow. Text this to your son, your daughter, your athletes, your friends, your team, your high school coach to share. If you do these 2 things, your wrestling will soar. We're working hard enough. The work hard thing is overdone. Sometimes, we just need to look in the mirror and say, you're working hard enough. I need to get some results here. So good luck to everyone. Check us out at purlerwrestling.com. Love to have you involved in our academy and camps, and wish everyone luck this year.